Hey guys. Hey, it's Mr. John here. I'm down here in my man cave at my house, as you can see with my Patriot stuff. You guys know I love the Patriots. But I'm here. Things are kind of a little peculiar, a little strange. We've been stuck in isolation for a little bit now, but I thought this Sunday's lesson on the prodigal son really hit home with me, and I hope it hit home with you in kind of seeing how the similarities between our young man who went to his father and our situation right now. So I want to do the prodigal son, but I also want to do this as a magic trick. So bear with me. I had to move the table back a little bit because it just so you could see everything I'm doing. I want to make sure that you can see everything I'm doing. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reach around this big table and show you what's in my bag. As you can see, I'm really stretched out here. There's nothing in my bag, so I'm going to sit there and bring the bag back around here, and let's get with our story. So there's this young man. He's been working on his dad's farm for a while now, and he has been wanting to see the world. He feels like maybe he's worked too much, maybe he's not happy with what he's doing, but he wants to get away. So he goes to his father and he says, "Hey Dad, is there any way you can give me my inheritance early? I would love to see the world, love to do things, love to travel, whatever it is he wants to do." He's asking for his dad to give him the money he would get upon his father's death. Now, the father, I don't know if he is willing to give it, reluctantly he wanted to give it, but he does give the money to his son. And when his son gets the money, he does something. He disappears. He goes out and he sits there and he goes to maybe one village, another village. He goes to see the world. He's traveling around and he sits there and he starts to go through his money. He goes to like Taco Bell. Like we would go to Taco Bell and he gets a little extra couple tacos and burritos. Maybe he sits there and looks around and buys a couple tacos for all the people sitting around him. He goes out, he spends money on parties, he spends money on this things, but very quickly he runs through all of his money. About the time he runs out of money, something else happens. A huge famine in the world hits. So with a famine, there's no food, there's no resources, kind of like the toilet paper situation we are having right now, where we can't seem to find toilet paper anywhere. But he has no access to home, to a place to sleep, to food. So he decides that he can only help on a farm helping pigs. So he does this for a while, but the money really isn't coming in where he can live on. So he actually sits there while he's with the pigs, sleeping with the pigs, laying with the pigs. He decides to look over and he goes, "Ooh, I'm hungry." It actually crossed his mind to eat the pig slop. Ugh, that just grosses me out. I can't imagine just picking up a big old corn cob and just, pig slop. Oh, that's gross to me. But he got to that point. So he started thinking to himself, what can I do? So he decides to go back home. Now, when he makes this decision, I'm sure he didn't make it right away, because I'm sure he thought, man, what's Dad gonna think? Here I've gone out, he's given me this money out of the kindness of his heart, and I've gone and I've blown it. And now I've got to go back. Maybe I can go back and just be a servant to him. I'll live there and be able to eat and do that, but I'll be a servant for my dad. So as he's traveling back, he had to have all these reservations of, man, I wonder what Dad's going to think of me. Got me thinking, don't we kind of live like that right now, being in isolation and being away from our friends, being away from our teachers, being away from church? We don't see our friends, and it's in contact with them has been really hard for some of us. And like, I haven't talked to a lot of you, and it's painful to me to know that I know you're out there and I haven't been able to talk to you. But guys, I want you to know that when the young man got to the top of the hill of his house, the first person to see him looks across the field, was his father. Now his father does something probably unusual and probably a little scary to the son. The dad drops everything and takes off running. Now imagine your dad running at you. Kind of scary a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But he comes running at him and he goes up to his son and he just goes and gives him a huge hug. A big bear hug, a big embrace. Because the father knew this. His son was lost, but now he's found. He was gone, and now he's home. And it kind of got me thinking how we have disappeared from each other, but we're not really gone from each other. You probably have figured this out. You guys are much wiser than me. When I put my little guy that was in here, I didn't make him disappear. He's been here the whole time. Because, guys, when you have somebody in your heart and you know they're there, they never go away. All my friends, I want you to know that this is just temporary and that we will all be back together soon. And when we are, oh, the bear hugs we will get. Stick with me. I will tell you a family activity I want you to do after I give you the memory verse for this month. Hey guys, if you say the memory verse and send it to me through Facebook, in the comments, through Facebook, or even if you're not very comfortable with posting pictures of your kids on Facebook, send it to me on Facebook Messenger. We have prize boxes at the church and we will get your names and we will start collecting those prizes for you. But another thing you can do is share this with people that have kids not from First MB. I'm sure that they feel isolated and may feel like they've been left alone. And I just want you to know, you are not alone. See you in a bit. This month's memory verse is, put up with one another, forgive one another if you are holding something against someone. Forgive just as the Lord forgave you. Colossians 3:1-3. So, what a great lesson we had today. Here's my family activity for you families to this week. Guys, we have missed each other, missed seeing you, and one of the things I would love for you guys to post a picture of you guys and your family holding a sign. Maybe you draw it out on your driveway in chalk, but I want you to do these two hashtags. Hashtag virtual hug and hashtag you are not alone. I will post a picture of me with those two hashtags. And guys, remember, let's share this. Let's bring the heart of Jesus and our hearts to the rest of the world. Share this video with your friends. And guys, I love you, miss you. Bye.